Alrighty. So, it's been a week. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be an update for the multiplayer or for... Alright, you need to stop inviting me to these games. Alrighty. Because, no, we do not. We do not join those games. New week. And once again... So you know what? In order to try to get a better understanding, I want to try to get Luxador's perfect. But I think it's appropriate that we go ahead and try to perfect AQUARION. So that way we have a better understanding about maybe what we should be doing. Because, for all I know, maybe it's just our early game. It's just been bad. We're going to go ahead and just start off the way that we really should. Well, okay then. This does indeed make things rough when we have no villages in the nearby vicinity. We're gonna go ahead and get this right over here. Just move this right here. Alright. Also, we're gonna have the backup of make sure that the stream is working just fine on my cellular device. Why didn't Elrond push Eldor into the pit? Probably because he didn't want to just murder somebody. I don't know. That's just a guess. So we're playing against Delirion. That is really crazy. There's absolutely no farmlands anywhere. So despite seemingly always starting off with organization as the tech I should be going with, we now no longer have the natural follow-up of going farming, which really hurts our early game. And then I think the next question is, we're not gonna pick up any other techs. Pass the turn. Move you here. Get that lighthouse. And oof. Move here for a gamble. I don't like gambling like this. They don't work out. Explore, and that's why. So we found a Lyrion. Works for me. Fish. Fish. Workshop. But looks like I need to save for aquaculture. Oops. Why? Alright. And then people wonder why I don't hear their calls later. Alright. We're still on turn 6. I don't know who the other player is. We're gonna go and pick up aquaculture. Aqua farm. Resources. Marine life. We're going to save the rest of our resources and go ahead and grab these double ruins. Swordsman. Ooh, double swordsman. That feels kind of bad in this situation, but it does push this mermaid closer to the village, so that works out in our favor. Aqua farm. Fishing. Resources. Next turn, we could just pick up marine life and then start training sharks. It is turn 10 sharks, but it does get me onto the water quite a bit faster. It's Simanti. Hilarious. We're gonna go ahead and capture this. Fruit. Fruit. Workshop. Pass the turn. Move you down over to here. Move you over to here. Dwee! See, at this point, I'm trying to figure out how to quickly get a crab. We currently have no crab potential in our capital. I think I want to just head to forestry. Forestry will allow me to level these two cities up, but it'll also allow me to chop. No, that's too slow. I think in this case, we just go navigation. We're going to go ahead and train a double shark. Pass the turn. Get ourselves that aquatic city. Not gonna lie, I really don't want to be fighting Illyrion at the current moment. Especially with this catapult here. Until I can deal with that catapult. That involves potentially archery or just using a swordsman. Because this shark has 2 defense, and I believe it still gets one shot by catapults. So that does me no good. We're going to pick up writing. I guess, and then just train a shark here. That's not exactly how I wanted things to work out. Alrighty. So you can go here. Oh, the shark can go into that. That works for me. There we go. Let's go ahead and switch up our soundtrack just a little bit. Ouch. All right. We're going to continue moving everything downwards. If we start getting our veteran swordsmen involved over here with Illyrion, then we're going to be dealing with their catapults. That's actually in a pretty good position. I think we just need to leave our unit here. Wait, no. Sharks have surprise attack. I completely forgot about that. If I attack here, he's going to prioritize unsieging. Yes. Alright, tech tree. Next turn, I want to pick up navigation, so we need to save at least 3 stars. Do we pick up aquatism? And that's it? I really want to pick up waterways to start connecting all these cities. But that doesn't do me really good unless I can get... Man. Yeah, it's just no good position because of all these trees right here, and this mountain here. I can't even connect this city over to it. It's just too far. So we need forestry first. Is it worth picking up forestry now? It's exactly 23, and then I can start chopping. I think the main goal is I want to avoid fighting Illyrion at the same time. And we really want to prioritize just singular targets. An amphibian here would help. Because the shark... Well, I guess the shark can still do what I would want it to do. We'll train a shark here. And an amphibian here, so that way if I need to I can deal with the catapult. Yeah, I think that's good. That's where we're going with. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that. Bop-a-da-bop. Dang, I'm not going to be able to capture. Not safely. Alright. Navigation. I'm going to go ahead and pick up those stars. And have you hit right there. Now's really the best time for me to start attacking Illyrion. It is at turn 14. Move you over here. Bop-a-da-bop. Retreat you on back. I really want to capture this, but it's not worth losing the unit. Because we're trying to get that 100% a rolling. So, any text before capture? Waterways? We're still trying to consider... Well, and waterways is no good without forestry. I guess I could actually still... We can still pick up waterways. But I gotta move you back so you don't die. But we can actually build an atoll here and an atoll here and connect all these cities. Yeah, 'cause this one... Well, it doesn't connect this. Alright, we gotta move our sharks back. It's not worth these sharks dying. Yeah, so you must retreat. You must retreat. Bop. And if I kill, then fortunately it dies, so... I gotta assume the AI is gonna make a smart attack when it does so. So we can't actually capture there. Alright, fish! Fish! Get ourselves, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, arced up in an unfortunate way. We're not going to get it. Dang it. It was worth the gamble. 1, 2, 3. Resources. This could level up one more. Alright, atoll here. Man, everything's just lining up exactly where it shouldn't. If I go here, I can then go there. Population growth. Ooh, that's a dragon egg. Fascinating. Next turn, I'll be able to level everything up and get my units. But we only got 5 turns left. Oh, this swordsman gonna die. We'll try to move you back. We'll attempt, but I'm assuming that swordsman's dead. Ziki, how's it going? Gonna move this shark over here. And the unit's dead. So, no perfection this time. At least for AQUARION. And that is a sieged city that can't be unsieged anymore. Bop. Bop. Man, I really want this starfish, but I don't think I can take it. Not with this. Not with this swordsman. The swordsman just kills my unit. But we can build an atoll here. Get fishing. Super unit. That puts us one step closer to get another super unit. Oh, where? What level is this? Level 3. Gonna get a jelly. I do need to consider hunting and all those other techs in order to siege inland over to here a lot more reliably. Till then, I'm gonna have to use amphibians. So we're gonna grab another amphibian over there and pass the turn. A lot of fighting happening over here. Killer Monuments is complete. Go ahead and start moving these units out. If I get aquatism, the centipede could still kill a shark. Which is what I'm trying to avoid. Because these sharks only got 10 health. got a monument. I want to use it. If I capture this, then we get another monument. So I think we actually just need to get a crab here at this city, which is easily doable because of the monuments I got. I haven't even used a single one yet. What's needed for this? Because this is level 3 with 1 population. But it'll lose 1 and gain 1. So it'll still have 1 population. So it needs 8. 7, 6, 5, 4. I just need hunting. And I really want to pick up hunting. Well, I'll go ahead and grab hunting. And then we're going to grab both these cities. Network monuments is complete. Fish. Hunt. And then a single monument's good right there. Whereas over here... Oof. A warrior. Not cool. Which means I need aquatism. You can go here. How do we finish this? I think we literally just park a fortune. Just population growth. And then Grand Bazaar. It's time for crab! I'm gonna let you flood. Gate of Power. Population growth. It's time for crab! That was actually a pretty bad misplay right there. This crab, however, needs to start heading towards right over here into the center. I can see pufferfish action. Can I see pufferfish action? We could try. I'm trying to close out this game in 3 more turns. I'm just not seeing how I can do that reliably. Aqua farm. Population growth. Because puffers are just so good. It's just with the resource distribution that AQUARION has, it's the exact opposite direction of... Dang, that's another unit dead. That's pretty much the exact opposite of what AQUARION wants to do, however. You go over here, you get poisoned. Poison. I mean, this centipede is in quite an inconvenient location for me. We're gonna go ahead and go bop it a bop, and then we're gonna bring you over here, and we'll be able to siege that last city. Can I do this in a couple more turns? This is the real question. Can't do anything because of the mountain. Puffer would be really strong in this situation. I just can't get it in... Well, maybe I can. We're just gonna go ahead and chop everything. We don't need that. We don't need these levels. This is a free extra start return for next turn, so we might as well level this up. Resources. Still short. Yeah, That's tricky. I think we can capture this city, but I don't see how we can capture this city next turn. Man, we're gonna be one city short. We're gonna start moving everything over. Hopefully there's just something I can bounce off of and get a full retreat. Alright, we got good vision. Would you play online after this? We will be playing online after this. We always start off the stream with a domination, try to get 100%. We've lost 2 units, so it's not happening, but I want to see if we can at least still win in the next turn. Yeah, Puffer would actually be the perfect unit in this exact situation. It's going to be 1 turn too slow. How do we get in a game? We can work together on that in just a moment. Shark. Jelly. Amphibian. That should do it. So nobody else can reach anything. Tricky thing. We're gonna go here. I need this shark to attempt to capture here. Man, everything's just too far. Not enough tiles flooded yet. Bop. Let's get you healed on up. Oh, shoot. I needed him to flood that tile. That's why I trained a shark there. Get this lighthouse. The centipede's so creepy. Yeah. Get this siege rolling. Unfortunately, we are most certainly going to be a turn short. But we're going to be additional turns short. Oh, right. They no longer move fast because they don't have the creep ability anymore. Shark can't come out. Nah. It's going to have to move slowly outside of over here. Which is unfortunate. Go and get that Puffer unit, because it's still going to be the best unit in this situation. Alrighty. Now the bigger unfortunate thing is there's no way for me to push this Puffer where I need it to go. Or is there? If I could get this last monument. Man, if only I can get that last monument. Alright, Puffer. You gotta attack here. Allowing this shark to zip here. And then we kill the centipede. Let's go. I haven't been able to get 3 stars with the Aqua Beta yet. It's tough. Yeah, this one's I mean, just 3 stars in general is pretty dang tough. I think they're getting better. They are better in the late game. They unfortunately are. But late game tribes, I mean, they can work out okay in certain maps. Man, I need you to retreat. I need you to retreat. I need you to retreat. Alright. We capture here. Fruit. Man, is it really going to be 1 pop short? Wow. It's going to be 1 pop short. Climbing. We'll go and train up another puffer here. We got to keep this crab on this tile. Alrighty. Pass the turn. Alright, now that we have climbing, we can go ahead and get this last lighthouse. Explore monuments is complete. Wow. Alright, mining. Mine. Oh, shoot. Dang it. It's not at all what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. You can go there. I'm just trying to move the puffer off so that way we have a better tile to attack it with. Alright, you go ahead and just secure this kill. And siege yet again. Go ahead and siege. Boom. Alrighty. Buffer. It's a puffer buffer. Okay. There, destroyed Cymanti. We're gonna go ahead and move our soundtrack back to 96%. I think that's about the same amount we got last time as well. But the bigger question we were trying to answer was, what can we do to improve the early game of AQUARION? And it really just comes down to the resources. The resources are rough. They start off wanting to get to... It's almost as if you have to gamble on picking up fishing just for aqua farms. As always, we're going to go ahead and do a small lakes map. Well, small lakes is the most balanced, but in order to really see the puffer do what the puffer needs to do, we would want to do dry land. It's just AQUARION doesn't have enough trees really for you to say, yes, this is why, because it's so expensive just to pick up for the puffer. Let AQUARION get free hunting, but limited resources. I'm actually currently under the idea of maybe they should start off with aquaculture, so they can start up immediately use aqua farms and be a turn 0 tribe. But I don't know. Not quite a free hunter, so you limit resource so I can buffer. I don't think that'd still be enough. It would definitely help though. Alright, we're gonna do small lakes. We're gonna try AQUARION. And we'll do a live game. I've been playing AQUARION quite a bit, so should know what we're doing. Invite link. Copy to clipboard. Boom. So if anybody else is in the beta, feel free to join. We're going to do first come, first serve. We're going to try AQUARION just a little bit longer. But, like, even after that game, like, just against the AI, like, it went perfectly in my favor because I was on a completely different continent. Which, if you're playing continents, then sure, I guess AQUARIONs could still be pretty darn good. But I think the bigger question is how's AQUARION going to fare on dry lands? Because there are going to be some people... Because Kiku drylands is a thing, and it's fun. Kiku has actually got some pretty good resource distribution. But AQUARION, who actually has the mechanics to turn the entire field into water, not so much. I don't know, maybe sharks and all that moving too slowly through the drylands hurts a little too much. I do think the nerf Tridents got is still warranted, though, and is actually an appropriate change. I don't think Tridents with Escape is healthy for the game. I think Escape actually just needs a rework, but that's just my opinion. Like, maybe it only allows you to move one tile back, because to be able to move 4 tiles back is really powerful when you have roads. I don't know. I think also the idea that roads can now also be on flooded tiles needs to be changed. Maybe just have it to where the roads don't function while the tile's flooded. But like Barter with early Catapult, we get to AQUARION with early Puffer. I don't think AQUARION should be required to pick up Puffer every game. I think because Puffer should be, it's a ranged unit that can flood tiles safely from afar, so that way you can convert everything into water. So you have the water advantage. That's the idea. It's just, it's so expensive to get to it. Because normally you just go, okay, well, I pick up hunting, I get the pops. I pick up forestry, I get the pops, and then we're good to go. I'm coming in the game. Give me a minute. Sure thing. Shalom. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Rippy! How's it going? Puffer floods lands, Shark and Jelly, do the attack. Yeah, well, Jelly's supposed to be just something to slow down the opponent's assault, and it does fantastic at stopping riders and knights. Knights can no longer do a knight chain against puffers. But that also means... yeah, beta discussion. Middle of August is when the beta is planning on being fully released. Interesting. So I'm also currently like looking at the beta discussion. Slows down. Let me get caught up. Let's see, because I was just reading the beta discussions on the Discord. We need to max out tech branches. Kind of funny, a shark attack is lower than a single bubble to do anything on dry land. Well, I mean, that bubble is nearly as big as a giant, so we're essentially throwing a big giant lake bubble. Because don't forget, that bubble's also flooding the land. It's just shooting out water onto the land. It's more like I mean, it's still, you know, a bubble. It's a sphere. But the inside is definitely filled with water. It's not air. Else you could poke it and it would just pop and that'd be it. Nah, this entire thing, you throw it and it turns entire land into a marshland. We need to max out tech branches to do anything on dry land. Yeah, so it's one of those. AQUARION feels like it suffers the same issue that oh shoot, lakes. Sure, alrighty. That Shinshi follow is they needed max out 2 tech branches. All right, here we go. Our opponent is playing a 630 tech tribe. Interesting. Mermaid, pass turn. We're going to send this mermaid over here to the north to where these animals are. This mountain is unfortunate in its location, but this other warrior is going to go south directly onto this land. Pass the turn. And again, we're going to be starting, in this case, we're starting off with organization. We pretty much have no choice but to do so. Cymanti? Probably. Yeah, I should have been watching the points, but yeah, looks like it's Cymanti. Luckily, we'll be able to... Now I want a fire tribe. They're working on more tribes. I was too late waiting. Hey, I still have the other game open, so after this one, we can get started. Thanks, Shalone, for trying, though. Alrighty. And I actually did this kind of in the wrong order, but it's okay. Workshop. Capture. Pass the turn. So we can't gamble on picking up. We're going to go ahead and do an explore here. Why would you do this to me? No. Alrighty. I'm going to go and pick this up. And we're going to send this warrior to this tile next turn. Pass the turn. Can I get away with this? I mean, last few games I've done that where I go, can I get away with this? I got absolutely punished, and the answer was no. Alright, so we're going to move up here, which is going to unveil all these clouds. Which then, when we fruit, and explore, it is then guaranteed to go here. Downward. Mermaid. We go here, pass the turn. And if only I could have trained a get Cymanti, Great City and Cymanti terrain, right? Next turn, we're picking up writing. So right over here. Right over here. Amphibian. Okay, so they likely haven't explored over here yet. Amphibian. Wow, shaman forward, right? And pass the turn. Alright, so this is the main aggressive start that I'm going to be going with. Okay, so they do have vision. Look at that. I can't pick up marine life for that extra movement, unfortunately. Would be nice. There could be a city perfectly in this tile here. Schwartzman! Run, shaman, run! Run for your life. We're gonna pick up these ruins. The ruins are kind of more important. If I go here, it's gonna go bop bop. So I'd rather go to this and just unveil that tile. I really need to be moving to the city over here. So amphibian. Pass turn. Save up our resources. This terrain, by the way, is working out perfectly in my favor. It's kind of disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. Really, a good thing that happened here is to get a swordsman. So that'll allow me to capture both these villages and essentially bully my opponent. What do we get? Resources. I'll take that. Yep. Been delaying on that. We're gonna go and pick up marine life. Run on over to here. Bop-a-da-bop. Come on back. We go here. And get a shark. Pass the turn. Opponent has more cities than we do. Did he only move that one tile? What's the shark gonna do? It threatens the city. Put your guesses in. Is there a city on this one tile? Because one could be fitting right here perfectly, and also look how terrible those resources are. We can do this. Okay, there's none. But what if? Water's alpha for Cymantia. Hydrology doesn't help much. I don't know. A lot of people keep saying Cymantia is like really bad on water, but all they gotta do is turn the water map into a not water map. We're gonna go right here. This is honestly the best tile for us to stay, so we're past the turn. You can see the shores. We don't want to lose the shark. Yeah, so they have no vision over here. I very much would rather get all these stars. He's primed to do an explosion. I think I'd rather deny. You just go here and deny. I'm debating between aquaculture and farming. I could also pick up waterways. Waterways. Don't bite the right cheat? Yeah, it ain't gonna work out for us. We're gonna get a workshop, improve that economy. Oh, we're one tech short. We gotta keep that shark there. This is sneak, right? Because creep is just, it's rough terrain it ignores. How much movement you got? You have 4 movement. We're gonna put you there. Man, this one's just rough. Because our economy is nowhere near where we want it to be. Of course, I've ignored these 2 cities, but I'd rather be denying my opponent here. So I'll have to go on an errand for a minute, so... Oh, you have to wait. Ah, dang. As in, like, for a bit? Because if that's the case, then we'll have to return to this game later. We'll finish this one up. But, well, let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the position of this map. Right now, there's no clear advantage to either player, but... If we take a look at our economies, I'm at 12 stars a turn, and our opponent is currently at 4, 8, 11, and that's also, you know, not including how much they have for their capital, which is probably they're at 4 or 5. Our opponent was acting as if they had vision, so there's a chance that they already explored and they have a little bit of knowledge, and they just didn't get to see this corner, because it was quite strange they moved up here and then they just started moving back. That, or what they ended up just doing is they saw AQUARION terrain, and then they knew that, hey, I spawned here on this side corner of the map, and then start moving back, which is still a smart play. We'll be able to see after the replay, but our opponent's closer to like 15, 16, 17 stars a turn right now, which means right now we are behind and we need to be improving our economy. So what is our best routes for improving our economy? First and foremost, based off of what we see here, aquaculture. Aquaculture will be able to level us up 3 of these cities next turn to give us +3 more stars per turn. But with the power of these Raichis we're going to have to deal with, it's going to be really hard to afford improving said economy as long as our opponent's able to throw out 2 Raichis a turn, which my gut's telling me they can. It'd be nice to pick up this back city for additional +3 stars a turn. We're also going to be trying to... My top priority is not to capture these, but really to get this other lighthouse here in this ruin. Because if I feel like if I invest in these cities over here, my opponent's just gonna steal it from me. I don't feel like I can defend these cities over here. Too bad I don't have any friends to play this with. Well, we are actually about to be jumping into another game against Shalone, who's a first-time viewer here, because our opponent here had to take a break. And unfortunately had to step to the side. I'm ready to play anytime. Not to screen snipe. That's perfectly fine. Alrighty, but so with this, the way this game is going, well, it looks like I have a strong position. I can be picking up jellies. We have access to sharks. These explosions with the Raichis are going to make it near impossible for us to fight any land-based battle. So once I improve the economy, we'll have to see how this game does from this point onwards. But for now, we're going to go ahead and move on back and get ready for the Wonder of Dajai. Shalone says they are ready to play, first-time viewer. And it is time to start the game. In this case, it's going to be an AQUARION mirror match. Now, before the changes that had happened in the beta, it really felt like whoever got sharks first was the one that won. We're going to go and train our mermaid and pass the turn. I don't know why you appear randomly on my YouTube page, but oh well, good to see a Polytopia YouTuber. It's because I've been streaming for over a year, maybe. That, and I've been getting a lot of weird recommendations in my feed as well, so I think right now there's currently the whole YouTube doesn't know what people want at the current moment. Welcome to the family, says Ziki. But nah, I'm just a small YouTuber that plays Polytopia every Sunday. And we have been streaming. This is actually week 7 of us covering the beta. Well, it's my turn, so I'll look at that information later. Ooh, not what we wanted to see. Yeah, this is gonna be week 7 of the beta. Also not what we wanted to see. That is really rough. We're gonna go ahead and pick up that organization. Capture here. Fruit. Fruit. And workshop. Pass the turn. Oh no. Oh no is right. Our opponent... Alright. Capture. Pop. Pop. I'm a free-to-play guy, so I haven't spent any money on Polytopia, but I had experience with some of the premium units and pirated versions. Yeah, so the game is really cheap already. If you really do enjoy the game, I do recommend... That's rough. I'm gonna go and move back here. Fruit. Fruit. I missed. Fruit. Explore. And you still... Oh, Tolby RNG at its finest. We're gonna go ahead and just wait. Unfortunately, our opponent's gonna capture. But we just gotta let this happen. Now I have two options. Start improving the economy, or go with writers in order to get these back cities and fights here a little bit better. I usually play the Chinese unit. Shinshi! Is its unique perk. We're just gonna be moving around. We're gonna go with riders, amphibian, amphibian, pass the turn. Yeah, Shinshi or Aimo. Based on saying explore faster, I'm assuming that that definitely means that they're playing Shinshi. Shinshi's pretty good. Start off with going the smithing tech, but then they really need forestry to clear things out, and then smithery in order to get those swordsmen. We're going to make things as inconvenient for our opponent as possible. Move back here. Mermaid. Move you over here. Amphibian. Move over here. Pass the turn. So they can clear out this mermaid, but then their other mermaid unit's going to be really far in the back. Alrighty. So this actually works out in our favor. Because look at these mermaid positions. It's going to be at least 3 turns before they could do anything to us. The other option is to let this warrior unit continue to just move around on in the back. We're going to go with the aggressive play. Dang, there's a mountain right there. Of course there is. Ooh! Look at that. We're going to go and grab fishing. Capture. And we'll go ahead and pass this turn. I am actually in a very vulnerable position, so if my opponent has a an amphibian, like in this tile right over here, this city's just gone. By the way, let's see. By the way, have they improved the Explorer AI that explores undiscovered region? The Explorer AI is actually alright. They feel like they keep making changes to it. We'll go and harvest this fruit for free stars. Move you over there, mermaid. Fish. Fish. Workshop. Just in case, we're going to go ahead and train an amphibian here. This is the correct play. If for some reason they're able to get a siege on this city with like a shark or something, we can unsiege next turn. We're in a pretty solid position with this map now. So the one vulnerable turn we had, it's not as scary anymore. Yeah, because the AIs just stink real bad. It explores its own base. Like it's a backyard or something. Ooh, moving an amphibian. Correct place to move the amphibian would have been this tile over here. This amphibian's just in the wrong location. So it really depends. I try to explain it every single time I do an explore, whether I'm just trying to say, hey, we're gambling, or hey, we're like this one. Ooh, a Schwansman! Oh, that is good. All right. Can I afford to just get marine life here? Not really. I feel like we need aquaculture. So we're going to go over here. Bop-a-da-bop. Move them on back. Bop-a-da-bop. Move you on forward, over to here. At this point, we're really just trying to slow play just a little bit. We can actually hit this here. Train ourselves up a mermaid. Go here onto these ruins. And then this amphibian can get this village next turn. Do I need to train more units? I have to train a safety amphibian here. And we have to preemptively train an amphibian here. I don't have to train anything here, but we can level it up. What's the best unit in your opinion? The best unit, in my opinion, used to actually just be the Trident, but they got the appropriate nerf they needed, so. Best unit, in my opinion. Because we're talking like everything, including special tribes. I don't know. Right now, are we including giants? Or best tribe? Right now, it's probably definitely got to be Cymanti. What's going to be in the ruins? Put your votes into... Yeah, I actually think I agree with Johnny. I would probably have to say it's the dragon. What's going to be in the ruin? We're going to try to avoid the ruin just for a little bit. Move you here. Alrighty, in the ruins, it is going to be... strategy. Ooh. Defenders are pretty darn good. Next turn, we're going to pick up aquaculture, so I'd like to just save on my resources. Whatever happens, we're just going to let happen. You get to stay there, you get to stay there. We're going to move you over to that tile. Yeah, I'm just going to save up my resources. Yeah, the dragon's real good. It definitely is. You know what? That's a thing I need to do, because... Knights plus dragon equals chain. Yep, chain, yeah. It's a pretty powerful chain, too. I feel like we're only in an okay position. I don't think we're really running away with anything, but score says otherwise. Fish. Resources. Fruit. Aqua farm. Resources. Can't pick up any text I want to, so we're going capture. Aqua farm. We gotta explore. So, by exploring, it's definitely gonna go over here. Please find the corner! Did not find the corner, but it gave us a lot of useful information. Look at that. That is such a good explorer we just had right there. Then we shark. Do you unlock road early or late game? You generally, on most tribes, you want to unlock it as early as possible. Fruit. Fish. Let me finish taking my turn, and then we'll get caught up on all the talks. So right now, we've actually got a good economy. We do have a good economy. We're going back, let our opponent, we're not going to just swap between, we're not playing between two games at the same time. That's just not happening. Alright, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and move this back. We're going to move this back, and I'm actually going to train a mermaid defender. Mostly to de-incentivize our opponent from playing super aggressively. Because this defender can just get in the way of riders, sharks, etc. Defenders are pretty dang strong against them, so... We don't have roads here. Ports, I mean. The technology that connects each cities. So in this case, you're talking for waterways with the atolls. When it used to give a pop, I would have said, yeah, go ahead and rush it. But, it's really tricky to actually say it's worth it. Now, I could get it and immediately, for 10 stars, level up my capital. So it's not terrible. But nothing else levels up. That's a lot of stars to spend just for A level. And that's, again, one of the downsides of AQUARION right now. So here's the line of thought we're going to be going with, is I want this defender to try to get to this mountain here to get in the way of our opponent defending this city, because we have a swordsman ready to go ahead and be aggressive over here. In the meantime, I actually want to go ahead and pick up sharks to apply pressure to this city as well. Welcome back, Rippy. We're going to go ahead and finish this game up over here. Yeah, so it's time for us to go ahead and get marine life, because we've actually got a good enough economy. Move you up over here, move you over here. Move you there, move you there. Our opponent has archery. Important to know because this unit has a defensive bonus. Alright. We unfortunately don't have enough to pick up a shark this turn. So do we go ahead and just get amphibians? Yeah, we're going to grab one amphibian to apply pressure and pass the turn. Atoll was always a pure population tech. Our opponent does not have marine life, at least at the time of killing that unit. It's very important for us to note. They're doing the right thing and trying to reduce the health of this swordsman. But the swordsman's doing exactly what it should be doing, and it is applying a lot of pressure on the city right over here. Means our opponent has to focus more on military techs and units. They cannot train an archer here. It's either got to be a warrior or something else that's defensive. It cannot be an amphibian. I was sliding YouTube to sleep, but saw your life. Yeah. Well, we try to keep things relaxing. Sometimes I do get a little loud when I laugh out of pure joy, so sorry about that. But I do try to keep things relaxing here. We also try to help keep things informative, so that way if a player is somewhat new or has questions to Polytopia, we really want to help them out, because this is a great game, and I want to, share the love of this game. Move you onto this ruin. Then moving this unit was actually a wonderful play, because now we can no longer just get a free kill. We're going to try to get this starfish here. We're going to put ourselves in a position here to either get the starfish or defend this. But what I would like to do is we're going to go, bop-a-da-bop. Oh, they failed to train a unit here. We're going to fully punish that. We're actually going to go here. We're going to let this veteran swordsman heal a turn. Defender gets a kill. Move over there. We're in a position to really apply pressure to these mermaids. We're going to go ahead and get... I kind of want a snowball with this lead. We're going to pick up hunting and... Oh, I can't pick up forestry. I was going to pick up forestry as well, but... Never mind. We're going to just train a shark here instead. Capture this city. We don't need to explore here, so we're just going to hunt. fruit. Get ourselves a workshop. And that's everything past the turn. So our opponent can unsiege here, but at 3 cities like this. Now I just wanted to see if there's something our opponent could have done to improve their early game economy, because they actually had a really good spread of units early on. Because I don't have an excellent, I only have a good economy. It's good enough to fight and defend. Next turn, we're actually going to pick up navigation. I lied, I'm short. 1 star. Oh, that is unfortunate. Because navigation would have been so strong here. Alrighty, the technology is going to be population. Ooh. That is really good. We're going to spend this turn to be aggressive, however. We're going to go here. And bop. Now, I gave up the siege on that city, but I think in this case it's okay. We can go here. Bop. Killer Monument is complete. And this is a huge snowball effect of stuff in our favor. I'm going to go here just to explore. Veteran Swordsman. We gotta train an amphibian here. We can't train anything else anywhere. Population growth. Nothing else can level up. Amphibian in order to start exploring over here. But next turn, is shark limited to... the shark is limited to water areas, and it moves only 1 tile at a time on land tiles, even if they're flooded. Else I could use the shark to go to this city and then siege with the swordsman, and there's nothing our opponent could have done about that. Is there no city here? There's a city there. There's no... There might be a village ruins based off of this, but our opponent didn't take it. It's unreasonable to send 2 units to explore a ruin. Crab push. Yep. Well, so crab push... I mean, it would. I guess it would. It would do what needs to be done. So my original plan is I was going to get navigation, but our opponent did clear this out, and I think there are other things I'd rather be doing this turn. So we're going to go ahead and move this on back. We're going to have you in the way. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and pick up waterways. And then right over here, we're just going to build an atoll. It's time for crab! Bop it a bop. Bring you on back. And let's siege that city. Next, we just need to go over here. There is none. Defender. We're actually hurting on units right now. How many? I do have 2 monuments. So what I could do is we're going to go ahead and Gate of Power here. Get ourselves some resources. And then we can Park of Fortune out here, because AQUARION can do that. Population. AQUARION Farm. Super unit. Pass the turn. You're outnumbered. Yeah, kind of. I'm a little bit outnumbered right now, but we have the superior economy, as well as more production, so we're going to come out. Upgrade the front cities to get super units. Yep. It's okay that we're outnumbered. Really, all I would have to do is, like, rush tridents, get a trident to a position, like, right here, and then it just kills everything off. But, we have crabs. Establish a defensive line. Crabs are very strong. They can't unsiege here. The city's mine. So what we're going to be doing on our next turn is actually probably just pumping out military units. Most likely just sharks. Amphibians on these back cities, because I need to support this city, and we need to support it based on land. And unfortunately, sharks move 1 tile at a time over here. Ooh, attacks the swordsman into the defender. Interesting choice. They killed my defender? That's fine. It did exactly what it needed to do. Could have gotten a veteran defender mermaid. Oh, you want to see something that shuts down my my opponent's strategy? I'm just gonna pick up navigation. Get those stars. We'll go and capture here. We're gonna go ahead and move you here and train ourselves a jelly. It's gonna go ahead and nearly kill those 2, just like that. Now let's start moving these crabs out. And we're gonna train a defender here. Pass the turn. Well, you should defend the left city. Oh no, we're defending the left city. Its units are dead. I trained a jelly. Yes, he can spend this entire turn to just attack the jelly. So that'll be 2 points of damage, 5. So he can do like half of its health, and then I can move it out, kill 1 unit, and train another jelly, and then it's dead. So how does jelly work? When it is trained, and when it moves, and when a unit moves into its space, it deals damage to the enemy. And it deals damage to the enemy, I'm guessing, based on like a power of like 3? Because it doesn't say how much it does, but it does you just saw it did a lot of damage. Because I haven't played the game in a long time. Well, I mean, this is still technically in a beta. But all we gotta do in order to defeat our opponent in this case is train jellies, and we need sharks to snipe their archers. Because these amphibians are 100% useless against jellies. They're gonna try to move some units out about. Oop, oh, no, the boot. Oop, oops, in the boot. Move you here. Dead! Move you here. Jelly. It's dead? Alright, move you there. Bop it a bop. Move you on back. Move you on back. Shark. Shark. There we go. And do I want to train something else? Yeah, we need to train an amphibian back here. Pass the turn. Just spent a couple turns training amphibians. It's still in beta. No, it's going to be in beta on mobile devices starting on the 1st. And then about halfway through August, or at least what the devs have said, it should be fully released. Right now, they're just trying to make sure that there's nothing that's game-breaking. Opponent needs a lot of... Our opponent really needs puffers to deal with jellies.
Dead!
There you go. And that's how the jelly works. You trade it, it deals damage. You move it, it deals damage. Something moves into its space, it deals damage. Night chains no more are a problem, as long as you got a jelly. The downside of the jelly is it can only be on water tiles or flooded. Ooh, our opponent got their first crab. Fantastic. I think the main thing that went wrong for our opponent is exploring over here instead of trying to get their other city. We're going to go and capture that. Get this. Alrighty, we're just going to go ahead and cut into their profits. Never mind, I lied. Just go there. I suppose he could still unsiege. How much damage would his crab do at the current moment? It is possible he can kill my crab. We're going to retreat this crab so that we can start healing it starting next turn. Get ourselves another shark. Get ourselves another shark. Atoll. And I'd have to build another atoll here to make that connection and get the Grand Bazaar, which would be nice. But that's not happening. We're gonna go and train ourselves an amphibian back here. And I think we're just gonna save our resources. Does Aquarion have no long-range units? No, so they do. Their long-range units are still going to be the Tridents. It used to be what I would argue one of the strongest units in the game, where it had Escape instead of Persist, where it attacks and then it could flee, which made it impossible for units to hit and kill. And they also have the Puffer. It's basically a catapult, but it also has the Drench ability, so it floods tiles on attack. It doesn't have a great effect in a mirror match, except for its really strong defensive stats. Oh, and archers as well. You know, they still have the archer. The mermaid archer, which can go over water tiles. I think changing all the units into mermaids was very appropriate and necessary for Aquarion. Makes them the water tribe. Move you there. We're going to get this. I'm going to just prioritize cleaning up my opponent's military. I'm not going to worry about sieging the city yet. Forestry. We'll worry about the puffer later. No point in getting an atoll there. And our opponent resigns. So atoll. The Grand Bazaar! Resources. At this point, we're really going to be trying to just whittle down this crab. Ooh, that's a lot of damages. Train of jelly. But we could finally start doing stuff such as hunt and lumber hots. Another super unit. Fruit. Fruit. Lumber hots. Border growth would be the bigger economic choice, so I guess I could do that. Fruit. Hunt. Population growth. Hunt. Lumber hots. Resources. My economy was horrible. I had 13 stars in my final turn. Yeah, that's a rough position to be in. So we're going to go over that and go, is there anything that could have been done differently? But yeah, so turn 19, 34 stars per turn. Even turn 19, though, only now getting about 34. It's not that great for Aquarion. So I'm still going to just put my foot down and say, it doesn't look great for Aquarion resource-wise. Alright, let's take a quick look at that replay, and then we're going to continue the other game. Of course, we're always going to save our replays. Day 7 beta! This one is going to be Aquarion Mirror versus Aquarion Mirror, Small Lakes. This one is going to be versus Shalom. Alright, so let's just take a quick look at this replay and see what could have been done differently from Shalom's view. So yeah, the first thing is resources are just not looking good. I would have been sending... Yeah, I mean... I probably would have sent a unit back here first, as it's a little more guaranteed on a village, but luckily it ended up working out, and you got 2 villages here with organization, allowing you to level it up. And probably should have gone with a workshop there. But that early meat bonus, woo! Because if you had, by exploring here, it's completely 50-50 on, like, which direction it's going. It's either going to go towards here, or it's going to go towards here, 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 here. And it's, in this case, if you look at it, it's much more likely that the Explorer goes backwards. You got very lucky that the Explorer ended up going forward towards me in order to actually see what was going on. So that was a big gamble you took, but it ended up paying off. Oh, no it didn't. Workshop. Yeah, this would have been a good place to... I would have gone to a workshop here and explore here and explore here. So here's probably the turn where you really got to decide what you're going to do. Are you going to focus on economy, or are you going to be focusing on military and whatnot? And yeah, just look at this city. Mijiwan. us testing the beta are looking at you asking, how is this okay? This is way too frequent that AQUARION gets, where they get a city that has nothing at all whatsoever available to them. And then right over here, this warrior needed to just follow this resource. Instead, you went downwards. If you followed this resource, you would have gotten this city right here. So that's just one little tip. Gotta follow those resources, especially when exploring. You would have had a couple more cities, and you saw how good the city was over here. Let's see. In this case, well, you got that. I probably would have gone with farming, as it helps level this up one higher. But it does at least get you to level 2 on this city over here. I don't know. It's, the economy was just really, really bad in this instance. And, like, we're just not going to hide that fact that, unfortunately, you just got an AQUARION spawn. Let's see. Good night. Abdul! He's saying good night, guys. Toby, where's my farewell? Good night, Abdul. It was wonderful to see you here. I hope you stop by every Sunday. We'll get to see more of you. Sorry about that. Yeah, it starts to spread out a little bit more. But it's just a couple of early game decisions that I think affected your rate. But this explorer here, if I did that, it would have gone up here and just discovered this lighthouse, and I would have seen nothing. So this should have been a workshop over here, and then these two cities over here. At least this one should have been an explorer in this city over here. Those are the biggest things that I can see. After that, you worked with the economy that you had. You got archery so that we could deal with defenders, or at least help defend your borders, which is not a terrible thing to go with. It's just, this is a really, really tough situation to be in. Because at this point, you should be able to get really, really close to a crab. This atoll should have gone on this tile right over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. No, you made the right decision. That's the best tile it could have gone on. Because these mounts... Man. No, wait, no. Actually, if you did put it here... Go to 1, 2. No, it's this mountain tile right here. It's completely messing everything up. Nah, you made the right play. That was a good spot. That was the best spot you probably could have had that in. After that, if we go ahead and just switch to full, and then both points of view, because now that's my turn, you'll still see there's no aqua crops here. So this city was literally just a bad city. And unfortunately, because of AQUARION resources, that seems to be a thing that's kind of frequent. So I hope Migi1 fixes that and bumps their resources up a little bit, because, like, not gonna lie, it just feels bad. This does not feel good to be playing. If you were able to get this city, it would have been a 5-to-5 city game with me pressuring this one, still in my advantage. For advantage of the city here, plus advantage due to the city having no resources. But you actually did pretty well despite the conditions that you're thrown in. Yeah, I counted the toll, but nothing counted. I was surprised. Yeah, that one was really rough. Oh, actually, this atoll should have gone here because it would have been 1, 2, 3 spaces away from Fictic. So, that's probably the only real mistake that ended up happening. So it should have at least gone here or here. Because 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So either here or here would have been the correct spot. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and continue our game with Ziki. Or Rippy. This one is going a lot worse for us. So this part happened. The Raichi goes ahead and just slams right through. We're going to go ahead and get these ruins. Resources! Yes! Don't mind if I do. Go over here, bop-da-bop, and secure this trade because the unit's essentially dead anyways. I want to prioritize getting these ruins in the lighthouse. Yeah, so what we were going to do is we were going to pick up aquaculture. We're still going to go ahead and do this. Aqua farm. Resources. Aqua farm. Resources. Fruit. And aqua farm. Resources. This gets us just a couple of... No, we get a crab. Aqua farm because of those stars we got. Aqua farm. Population growth, and aqua farm. Look at that! It's time for crab! Which means we now have the Park of Fortune, which we could use to level up our capital this turn. But because of how this is all set up, I think I'm going to go ahead and capture this city. We're going to move back over here to start heading towards these ruins over here. Yeah, I think that's really just the best position. We're going to go ahead and save everything else and pass the turn. That is a good position we are now in. Oof. Let's not forget that boosted Raichis do one-shot sharks, which is unfortunate because we get completely outranged. So the correct option here is we need to be picking up jellies, because a jelly is a direct counter to the Raichi. Oh, please don't expand these borders. Don't tell me I'm going to be a turn too slow for delaying all these actions. Looks like we may have gotten lucky. Oh, did he? Yep. Expanded those borders. That's the right play. Dang. Obligatory. I'm in danger. I think we actually just got to train units. I wanted to get hunting and level this city up again. But I think the correct thing is just we got to train a jelly here. We're going to go ahead and capture. I am going to wait on leveling this up a turn because I'd rather get this first. Because 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it should be able to get this corner, which is my main priority there. Okay, so this shark is actually protected. I want to train another shark. Or do we just go with jellies? Actually, yeah, we go with jellies because it counters hexapods too. Well, that's nasty. Cool. I'm gonna go move you over here. And we're gonna pass the turn. Oh, that's hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we have to uncover this fog tile with this warrior first before we level this city up. Or else we run the 50-50 on the explorer going this way. Woohoo! Park of Fortune, that's a second centipede. Important, second centipede. It's not the first. There's the first. I'm going to pick up climbing and then... Well, actually, it doesn't matter. We're going to pick up climbing just so that way I can get that ruin. Move you there. All right, fish, fruit, explore. You. Or it can go to this fog tile over here I hadn't uncovered yet, which is also 4 tiles away. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of funny. Upsetting, but it's funny. We're gonna go ahead and move that crab in there. We're gonna go and move this jelly here. Kind of want to move it here. Yeah, we'll move it here. What I'm expecting is this Raichi might just go here and explode. But that's okay. So the next thing we want to do is try to level up this city over here to just improve its resources. I can actually just get another crab. Is that just better? We don't have hunting yet. I think we just go ahead and get ourselves another crab. Population growth. We just get that crab. And... I'm gonna move you there. Kind of want to save the resources for a slightly better defensive unit. Oh, we may just start rushing towards the puffer, actually. Because if we can get the puffer, then we can start flooding with water tiles and then use our jellies to completely counter our opponent. And then after that, we still have amphibian spam, which is still the traditional counter to Cymanti. Plus, jellies are an excellent counter. So if you can live long enough against a Cymanti, you're possibly just golden. We're gonna go and train an amphibian to get this village back here. But I really think I should just save up my resources. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pass the turn. I should have trained another thing up here, which should have been a shark or a jelly. Maybe a jelly. A second jelly probably would have been good. Because jellies to just completely defend everything over here. So look at this. If he tries to move this hexapod here to one-shot the jelly, it dies. If he moves this Raichi over here to hit the jelly, the Raichi takes damage, so it loses its boosted bonus. And it takes a lot of damage, too. This amphibian's going to go onto this ruined tile next turn. This amphibian's going to go over here to get this village. But essentially, we're just going to completely close our opponent into these borders. Goodness. Do want to go ahead and get that extra crab up and running over here. So we could do that next turn. Hunting, get ourselves another crab. I don't know how much our opponent might be counting to see if they can kill this crab or not. That could be in an alternate application such as Discord for the Polycalc. Perfect tool for calculating how much damage you could do to your opponents. Boom! Boom! Our opponent intentionally did not kill with the centipede. Crabs also have auto flood, so as long as I dance around here, if I can get this crab to kill this centipede, which I think we do next turn. Look at that! Boom! Is it enough? Nope. Still takes too much damage because it has 1 defense. The jelly! The counter to Cymanti! Alright, everyone, start. You heard it here. You gotta purchase Cymanti just so you can... Aquarion, just to counter Cymanti. We're gonna go back over here. We've now got a flooded forest tile. We're gonna go ahead and capture this. Resources! We're gonna go here. Just in case we need to zip them to the front line. But I really don't think we do. In this case, we go ahead and pick up hunting. Hunt. Hunt. Oh, we gotta train a jelly first. And then aqua farm. Population growth. Aqua farm. Time for crab! And then we move this jelly back, I think. Could also just move it forward. There. I'm just gonna do that. Why not? Probably the wrong play. But you're one step closer to forestry and mathematics. Because that's our goal, is we want puffers for this city over here. And then, I think we still gotta chain jelly here, though. Jelly, amphibian, just so that way we have combat units and pass the turn. That way I don't feel as threatened to move this amphibian back. Or forward. So like, our opponent can absolutely kill this shark this turn. All they gotta do is... Well, for the most efficient population-wise, they got a fish, and then the algae, and then they move, kill shark. Not a terrible option. There's probably better plays. I feel like we got really lucky with our resource density here. But the resource density really came down to how many aqua farms we got. Aquarion needs more land resources because these are still flooded tiles. They should be able to feel like they could do something on dry lands. What they're supposed to do is go to construction and fertilize. That's just too expensive. That's a no. How about no? I said no. And the centipede gets a segment. Loses its defense bonus, as well as lowered defense. Perfect. Bop-a-da-bop. Bop. That's how you kill the shark. Killer Monument is complete. I think our opponent's really just trying to figure out how to survive against this onslaught we're throwing at them. I'm gonna go here. And then Move here, secure the kill, move over here. I'm gonna go here. And I think I just pick up Aquatism for the defense buff. We're gonna go and hit the Centipede. Resources! It's actually really good. I feel like I kind of just need Aquatism just to protect these jellies a lot better. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Then these units are good enough here. We're going to need another jelly on this side over here. And a shark. I can't afford it. Alright, Amphibian, just in case they try to drain a hexapod to defend. Pass the turn. Here we go. So I don't think they could do anything to unsiege this city. And at this point, we just get to starve our opponent out. Well, the other thing they could do, because they have a lot of territory, is... 1, 2... Do they have forestry? What's your day job? I am a manager for Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I change oil for a living. And it's pretty exhausting, especially with the summer heat we've been getting. I don't know if our opponent has enough resources in order to... actually train a centipede here. I mean, I'd like to make YouTube more of a full-time career and go entertainment-wise. But it's really hard to get any traction on this. So, I gotta go with, you know, I got bills to pay. And I can't be asking, you know, like 16 viewers to be like, hey, I need this much. That's wrong. I'd rather be here for people's entertainment and education and just help them have a good time. Look at that. Lose its boost. The shaman counters the jelly. Fascinating. For some ordinary gamer says it's best to do both YouTube and a day job. Yeah, more than likely. I think that's our opponent essentially resigning right there. We're gonna go ahead and pick up forestry. Capture. I could attempt a siege. How ambitious am I going to be? Completely. Here's what we're going to do. Just this and this. Both. Both is good. But I'd like to be able to have a job that doesn't take up, you know, 50 hours of my time every week. So that way I can actually focus on YouTube. Also, with basically how I use YouTube, I should probably more so consider just doing some Twitch instead. But Twitch has had some drama, so... At this point, we're kind of just closing out the game. This is a very greedy play we did here, but he can only control one. Heading out. Thanks for the game. I'll check back on next Sunday. Good luck at the job hunt. Ah, absolutely. Hope to see you again next week, Shalom. Ooh, Dumux. Centipede dead. There's still one more segment right here. We're gonna go and kill this off. And then obtain this defensive bonus, so it's less likely to actually secure a kill. We're gonna go and flood this tile here. Man, I am like one away. We're gonna go ahead and research. Clear, 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 and puffer. There we go. Move right over there. Bop-a-da-bop. And they don't have escape, so... Well, actually, he can technically siege the city next turn. As a misplay on my part. Do I just train a backup unit? Do I have... I don't have strategy. But I think we could still go ahead and just train a mermaid just to prevent this city from getting sieged back. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and just move here. How many kills are you at? You're at 1. Move you there, move you there. I can go ahead and build an atoll here, I guess. Connect these cities up. That's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, that hurts my soul. Flood this tile. Atoll. Oh gosh, that misclick. That misclick actually made it to where I can't level the city up anymore. That is a massive bummer. Well, we could train a jelly and severely damage both of those. Train ourselves a shark. Train ourselves another puffer. And just continue moving everything over. And we're actually going to heal this unit up so he gets his defense bonus again. Christopher! How's it going? Looks like we are winning. So far, we're actually been having a flawless day today, but this one was really a massive map win on my part. Dang, that crab is going to try to do some work. That's the one weakness of the jelly is they can't defend against something already directly next to them. Whew. Bop-a-da-bop. We're going to go and pick up mining so I can finish leveling up a couple of cities. Jelly? We're going to go ahead and just move right here. Dang, he hurt my economy with that. Over here, over here. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna lose the city. It's fine. Nah, I don't want to lose it. Really don't want to lose it. Jelly! Alright, pass turn. Crab's making its way downtown. Yep, get everything poisoned. We're gonna go ahead and just put that there. Man. Move you there, move you there. Just the whole way how that works. Alright, Puffer. Mine. Mine. Border growth. It's foretold that the Polytopia elders must unite. Of the shaman crab, it was me threatening the shaman. I put 2 crabs next to it, and one of them was sieging a city. Jelly, jelly. We're gonna kill that with jellies. Heal up. You move forward. Move forward. There's nothing else to move. Oh, I should have leveled up the city back here. Well, the celebs in the audience today. Mr. Blueberry Cheesecake. I've seen some of your videos, by the way, sir. Nicely done on your games. The goalie man calls, and you must answer. There we go. Oh, man. Time for crab! That was a really rough game for Samanti there. That map was heavily in my favor. Alright, let me go ahead and get this one saved. AQUARION versus Samanti Small Lakes. That one is versus... shoot. Rippy. But yeah. Alright, so we're just going to take a quick look at the game. We're going to turn autofocus off, both these on. But like resource-wise, at least for me, this is what I'm more so expecting, is instead of having to pick up a tech per city, all the cities should be able to level up, same like all other tribes for the most part, with just one resource. In this case, it looks like it's going to be organization. I don't think reducing how many farms that they had was appropriate, because then that naturally leads to actual farming or construction, which leads to fertilizing. So that way, when you pick up aquaculture, you can then do a whole what they want AQUARION to do. Other than that, it's just a little too expensive. So right over here, a good spread of units. We're actually going to just switch to shared fog off. But this forward shaman is pretty scary. We get our explorer so we can see exactly what's going on. Our opponent doesn't know where we're at, and at this point they know we're here. Yeah, so it's just they don't have vision of us, but they do know that this is a bad situation to be in. So that's just a good gamer sense right there. But they invested a lot into these hexapods, which unfortunately didn't work out for them. More explorers really was necessary, at least to figure out that, hey, this is a lake map. And due to their lack of vision, it gave me a massive advantage in the first few turns. That you could just see that it really just translates to too much water for hexapods to do anything. Yeah, I mean, hexapods, once they get hydrology for algae or pessitism for exploding Raichis or just poisoning units. This is a continental lake map, about as continental as a lake map can be. Yeah, I don't like lake maps. I prefer lakes where there's a land connection in the center and then you have multiple lakes on either side. This is just too, a singular lake in the center is just too much. Because I believe having 5 different avenues is perfect of straightforward answer around the sides because it's a lake. And then, of course, you have the waters, both the water masses. I feel like that's a much better version for what a lake map should be. And then right over there, we kill their Raichi. We have near perfect vision of the entire map at this point. And then this is also the moment where you saw us pick up the game after the break that we had, where we got to have a massive increase in our economy because of aqua crops. Which, don't get me wrong, this part for me felt good for, oh boy, aqua crops, but I want to see AQUARION have a little bit more love for dry lands. So I think them reducing how many farms they got was a mistake. And I would like to see AQUARION's main routes for getting their cities is a spread over here of farms. Because also that's a unique tech tree, like regular progression path just for AQUARION right there. Opponents at 19, so I feel like their economy is a little bit weaker than what Cymanti typically would have around this point. But they do the smart thing and they expand the borders and ends up stealing territory away from me. I don't know if they knew that, but now they do. Actually, they could have known. It would have been a good guess, but the fact that I already had a unit over here tells them that there's probably a city here. And then at this point, we just start pressuring our opponent. Also, so remember all that talk that I had made? The game crashed. Oh man, that's the first time in a long time that the game's actually just outright crashed. So the last one that I wanted to look at was that Explorer. That very unfortunate Explorer on turn 15? $14? $13. All right. So I went through all the effort to explain how the best route for me is to, get climbing so A, I can get the ruin, but B, uncover this fog tile because 1, 2, 3, 4, this is just too close to the city because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So those 2 tiles right over here, it's a 50-50 between those. But I was wrong, because 1, 2, 3, 4, there's one more, just one more fog tile right here in the exact farthest corner it possibly could be within range of the city. So if I explore, it was actually still just a 50-50. So you get to see the plan get executed. And goodbye, Lighthouse Monument. Oh, man. That hurt my soul. But yeah, just at this point, the game is... I mean, we're still learning that, hey, turns out jellies are a near-perfect counter. Because you get to see over here, our opponent tries to actually do everything they can to just kill this, but that's just too much damage. The boosted hexapod dies on movement. Way too much damages. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think that's fine. Maybe the jelly should do a little less damage, but... So that was that game. Not really much of a difference that could have happened. It was just a really big map advantage for AQUARION that time. So we're currently... Let me pull up some other software. We're 2 hours into the stream. I'm wearing my Path of Exile shirt today. A new league actually just started, what, like yesterday or something? I really want to get back into Path of Exile, and I am considering doing another stream on another day. The issue is it takes up a lot more of my time. Just to be... Because, I love Path of Exile. Here, so, Polytopia on the computer, at this point, just from us live streaming this every day, or every week, I have 852 hours in Polytopia for Steam. That's not including my phone version, by the way. Path of Exile, I only have 2,562 hours. I love that game. There are a couple of other games where I'm very guilty of maybe playing a little too long. Stellar is 1,400 hours. I think that's basically it, just those two. Yeah, it's just those two. But it's about time for me to go eat, and honestly, I feel like this is probably the best place to leave off AQUARION Beta, to leave it feeling... Unless you guys... I'll leave it up to the audience. Do you want to see one more attempt at AQUARION Drylands? Because I want AQUARION Drylands to at least not like be, oh, this is a thing, but AQUARION Drylands should at least be plausible for just being able to play. Because even though it's a joke map, like every tribe can play on Waterworld, it's slow and it's unfun. But every tribe should also have an equal chance on Drylands, because the online community really does like to play on Drylands, and every tribe should at least feel like it has a chance there. I think at this point, though, we're probably going to go ahead and call it a day. But I just want to thank a couple of people for stopping by. Of course, I want to thank everybody because we've got a small enough audience. So, Ziki, for always stopping on by, being a great help and an excellent sport with everything we did. Johnny stopped by just for a moment to help bring up that, hey, we're playing against a Cymanti, because I had forgotten that Cymanti starts off with 630. Rippy for being a fantastic person to be doing this beta against, and just to show like how AQUARION's going to be doing against your other regular online tribes. Yep, there's Johnny right over there. I'm calling you out, bud. But we have a couple of new viewers as well. So Shalom, I hope you enjoyed the stream, as well as Abdul. Thanks for giving us a chance. Hope to see y'all both next week. And Mr. Blueberry Cheesecake, by the way, go ahead and check out their videos, because they do try to play Polytopia competitively. So you can see somebody... I do it more for entertainment, but I at least still try to help show people the correct way to play the game. But Blueberry Cheesecake plays the game a little bit more competitively. So if you want to see their line of thinking, because don't forget, when I go, oh, here are my options, should I be going for swordsman, which will be good against this unit? Should I be going for knights, which will help me close out the game? Or should we go for cloaks? And everyone shouts cloaks, and then we go cloaks and lose the game. It's because I'm here for entertainment, but Blueberry Cheesecake, they actually release videos just like good old Goalie. And you can also be learning a lot from them as well, so go ahead and give them a chance. But yeah, after that, thanks Christopher for stopping on by at the end of the stream. It's been a long month, not gonna lie. I'm hoping for the weather to clear up so we actually have more energy to tackle everything that's going on. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a blast. And yeah, we're definitely going to see y'all again next week. Next week, since the devs did announce that the beta is going to be on mobile devices, mostly to make sure that, which that's basically telling us that they're happy with the balance of everything. I'm not, but it's at least better than it was on the previous patch, but Aquarion's a little underpowered at the current moment. But the devs are happy with the current position of balance, and now they're just making sure that it's not going to break all mobile devices. So the beta should start on the 1st based on their subtle announcement, and halfway through August it'll be official. So yeah, we'll see everybody next week, where we'll have potentially more punching bags to play the beta with. I am really liking Aquarion. They feel like a lot of fun. I'm not going to become an Aquarion main out of this. I'm still going to be playing every tribe possible, but I'm just about ready to start playing other tribes again. So, have a good week, everybody. And where is it? Boom. Hope to see you again next time. I need to finish this picture. I'll probably finish this picture, I don't know, later.